Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Haley Zemek.
And I'm Melania Gluch. On today's episode, we will bring you all the latest news from across campus and around the country.
We will also have your Seton Hall sports update and the 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area.
This past week, one of our beloved students, Kristen Mccartney, passed away in Newman Hall. She was an active member of our community, a sister of Alpha Omicron Pi, studying in the School of Diplomacy, and loved by many. The school held a beautiful service on Wednesday outside of the chapel to commemorate her positive influence on our lives. The vigil included kind remarks from Kristen's friends, sisters, and family. She was a beautiful soul who will be missed by many within our community.
Didn't get a chance to attend the in-person career fair last week? No worries. The Fall 2021 Virtual Career Fair will be taking place on Wednesday, September 29th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the Handshake platform. Recruiters from all industries will be meeting with students and alumni who are interested in internship or professional opportunities. One-on-one meetings and group sessions with employers will be offered, so make sure to RSVP. Registration is required and you must sign up in advance. To register, go to the SHU portal and sign up through the Handshake platform. Students and alumni can contact their Career Center at careers@shu.edu for more information.
High school students with business ideas are invited to participate in Seton Hall's Pirate Pitch competition. The Pirate Pitch competition is hosted by the Career and Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the Stillman School of Business. Students can participate in this Shark Tank-style competition where they can win a $50,000 cash prize. High school sophomores, juniors, and seniors with a 3.0 GPA or better are eligible to apply by submitting their original business proposals by Tuesday, October 26th.
Seton Hall University President Joseph Nyer and higher education leaders across New Jersey have sent a letter to the state's congressional delegation in support of doubling the maximum Pell Grant. The Pell Grant is a federal financial aid program for college students from low and moderate income backgrounds. The current maximum Pell Grant award is $6,495. The letter in question was signed by higher education leaders representing independent and public 2- and 4-year colleges and universities across New Jersey. Students or parents interested in learning more about financial aid and/or the Pell Grant should visit the Office of Financial Aid online, in person in Bailey Hall, or by phone at 800-222-7183.
Now we'll send it over to Joelle Moran for your Seton Hall sports update. Joelle?
How's it going, Pirate sports fans? My name is Joelle Moran, and I'm here with your sports update. The biggest storylines this week have to do with the victories over our men's and women's cross-country teams, along with our women's golf team. Women's cross-country finished first at Embry-Riddle as Nancy Habib captured a first-place individual finish. Patrick Wagner led the charge for the men's cross-country squad as they took second place at Embry-Riddle on Saturday. Following the success of both cross-country teams, the women's golf team finished third place at the Princeton Invitational. Looking to bounce back this week is the men's soccer team as they dropped their home contest against Marquette 3-1, making the Pirates 4-2-2 on the season. It won't be long until they have a chance at redemption as they face off at Fordham tomorrow at 7 p.m. And the most anticipated time of the year for Pirate sports fans is the start of the basketball season. And while we aren't there yet, the Pirates' Big East schedule has been released, and that means that we know all of their opponents for this upcoming season, and they'll begin conference play facing St. John's on December 20th at the Prudential Center. This is Joel Moran with your Pirate Sports Update, and back to the news.
Thanks, Joelle. The 5th annual Maplewood South Orange Book Festival took place on Sunday, September 26th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The festival featured 45 children's authors, including Jay Cooper, Kristen Mahoney, Ethan Berlin, and Christopher Healy. The free-of-charge festival used to encourage elementary education also included kids' activities and live music. The festivals were held in accordance with the most recent COVID-19 protocols.
On Saturday, demonstrators held a rally at Liberty State Park to demand protection for the state park from privatization. Behind the rally was a counter-protest organized by a group called Liberty State Park for All, which is backed by Paul Fireman, a billionaire and owner of the nearby Liberty National Golf Course. Fireman attempted to acquire the park's Cave and Point for a golf course expansion last year, but backed out of it for the time being. The rally, on the other hand, urged Governor Phil Murphy and the New Jersey legislature to pass the Liberty State Park Protection Act, which would protect the park from privatization if passed. A previous version of the bill failed to pass in the previous legislative session, and a new version of it is currently in limbo as the legislature is out of session. Now we will head over to Emmitt Bikales with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Emmitt?
Thanks, Haley. I'm Emmitt Bikales with an exclusive sneak peek at the weather for the next 5 days in the South Orange area. Don't make any picnic plans this afternoon. You're looking at thunderstorms and rain today, with a high of 75 and a low of 51. Tomorrow, you can expect mostly sunny weather with a high of 70 and a low of 52. On Thursday, the mostly sunny weather will continue and we'll be moving into fall temperatures with a high of 68 and a low of 49. Friday, we'll see more sun with a high of 69 and a low of 50. And on Saturday, we'll have some nice weekend weather, mostly sunny with a high of 70 and a low of 51. That is all 5 days accounted for. Once again, I'm Emmitt Bikales. Now let's turn back to Haley at the desk for the latest national news.
Thanks, Emmitt. This past Friday, the CDC approved a third shot of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine to an expanded group of Americans. If you're 6 months out from your last dose of the Pfizer vaccine, you are eligible for a booster if you fall into one of the 3 high-risk groups. You're 65 or older, you have a medical condition that puts you at high risk of severe illness with COVID, and these conditions include obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, chronic kidney disease, and others. You work or live in a setting where you are at high risk of exposure to COVID. This includes healthcare workers, teachers, those living in shelters, etc. Boosters have not yet been endorsed for the 2 other vaccines offered in the U.S., those from Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, but health officials are working to determine next steps for recipients of those vaccines.
At Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio, 3 students were robbed at gunpoint on Sunday morning. The students were walking near the main campus at 3:15 a.m. when a black Honda Accord pulled up next to them. 2 armed men stepped out of the vehicle and proceeded to ask for the students' belongings. The 2 men got back into the car and drove away from the area. The president of Ohio State University, Christina Johnson, demanded that more funding must go into public safety and the security of their students.
That's going to wrap up today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Haley Zemek.
And I'm Melania Gluch. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.